everybody, we're back. It's been almost 18.5 minutes. Our brownies are going to be coming out of the oven. I got my, what are these called?
Pot holders.
Pot holders, thank you. And I have my toothpick. I normally don't test them anymore, but I'm going to test them to show you guys what your toothpick will look like if you do. And if you have a good oven, like if you know your temperature's pretty good, you don't need to test them. 18.5, and you'll see what the top looks like, and you're good. Again, they're going to be fudgy. They're not a cake-like, so you're going to have a little bit of sticking to the toothpick, and that's okay. And then you're going to want to make sure that they're cool for a little while before you eat them. So, getting down here to our 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, they smell amazing. And you'll see on the top how it's kind of like, it almost looks just nice and shiny. And somebody, Jen, I believe, asked about the air bubbles. What happens if you have air bubbles? You see, I have some. See these here? That's an air bubble, that's an air bubble. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna affect the taste of them or anything. But I don't like them. So you're gonna put that in and see, there's hardly anything on there. You can go to another spot. Just a little bit. And that's all you're gonna be looking for. If there's a little bit, that's fine. You just don't want it wet. You don't want to put your toothpick in and you lift it and it's all like just sticking wet liquid like. That means they're not done at all. I had a coworker once, a long time ago. She made brownies and we don't know what she did because they were just like soup. And I felt bad for her because she was trying to make something to bring to a potluck and it was bad. And people made fun of her and I didn't like that, but I don't know what she did. Anyway, so I'm gonna turn my oven off. So now these are very, very hot. You cannot cut them now, they'll just fall apart. So I usually let them sit at least an hour out on the counter. And then what will be nice is once you're done, all you're gonna do, and you can even see if you wanna come closer, Chris, as you lift these, this whole thing is gonna lift out. But if I did this right now, see, it's already gonna start to crack. That's why you wanna make sure to wait until they're cool, because that heat is just gonna break everything apart. And we'll see what happens with the edges later. I think they might stick just a little bit because I forgot to spray.
You want to talk about the cooling rack?
Yeah, so here I just have a simple cooling rack. You'll see it's very close, you know, to the counter. I have some other ones that come up higher. Either one is fine. But you don't want to put it just on your counter. You don't want to sit them on your stove to cool. You definitely want to put them on a cooling rack away from your oven because that's still hot. That means this is going to still cook. And you can get stronger, like if you set this pan here, let's say, because this part of your stove, after you have something in the oven, is going to be hotter than up here, that's going to cook it. You don't want to do that. So, that's it.
Will we be coming back live to eat them later?
I don't know. We can.
I could do that.
We can do that. I did buy some lactose-free vanilla ice cream that will go very well with these brownies later. I am planning to do another live next weekend, probably on Saturday again, and they're going to be my brown butter toffee chocolate chip cookies. That's a Bon Appetit recipe that I found, and it's really good. If you've never cooked with brown butter, that will be interesting, and it's a good little tutorial because it's something that you kind of have to see before you do it yourself if you're not sure what to look for.
Another question. If I don't have a cooking rack, what can I use?
Like a cooling rack?
Cooling rack. Yes.
You know what you could do is if you had maybe like a cake pan, you could do...
I think you could even use like a dish towel?
You could. I like that it gets a little elevated, even if it's just a little bit, but let's say you had something like this, you know, and you could just keep it up. I mean, you could cool it just sitting on these. I just like that there's a little space in between. But maybe that's just me, I don't know. You can find these cooling racks, you know, anywhere. Target, H-E-B, any grocery store. Always good to have one on hand. But yeah, any other questions? Concerns? Wonders?
I don't think so.
I really am happy that you guys tuned in, and I should have been doing these a long time ago, I guess. I'll do ganache one of these days for sure. And we'll do those cookies next weekend. But thanks again. Bye, everybody.
Bye.